Y'all sleeping on Roundtree Jr. You see, UFC has given us a lot of memorable moments and a lot of shocking moments. And that is why we love the UFC. What about, let's talk about the issue of the UFC, the shocking moments of the UFC. Where were you when Ronda Rousey lost her belt? Where were you when Amanda De Leones lost her belt? Where were you when Anderson Silva lost his belt? Who knew that Rockhold is going to beat Anderson Silva? Who knew that DC is going to lose his belt? Talking about Stipe Miocic? Are you talking about Conor McGregor? Nobody knew that Khabib is going to leave the UFC. And nobody knew that Islam Makhachev is going to defeat Charles Oliveira. A lot of shocking moments in UFC since the history of this UFC. That's why we love the UFC. There is the Bullet Shevchenko who lost her belt and later got back and regained her belt. What about recently, the last tie bender? Nobody gave Sean Strickland even a little draw. Nobody gave Sean Strickland. Are we going to talk about what happened just this year? You see, this year everything is kind of aligned that is good, that the underdogs are the one winning. This year, Tyson Fury is the heavyweight boxing, who is according to many people, the GOAT of the heavyweight boxing, was knocked out by an MMA guy which was his first boxing fight in his life. Are we going to talk about Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua? For the first time in Francis Ngannou life history since he started fighting, he was knocked out. He wasn't just knocked out once, he was knocked out 3 times. Are we going to talk about what happened recently? Anthony Joshua losing his fight. You know, you all are kind of sleeping on Roundtree Jr. I'm bringing this topic because I came out the other day, I was looking at some things online and I saw the massive points given to Alex Pereira to win this fight. Like no one at the moment thinks Roundtree Jr. is going to beat Alex Pereira. We all know Alex Pereira is, if not the biggest star at the moment in the UFC, he's up there. He's intelligent, and every fight he gets better and better. Scary dude, giant, fast, can knock you in one minute. He can knock you in any round. You watch his last fight against Hiri Prohaska. You see what he has done throughout. He has beaten 5 UFC champions. He's a massive star. He is a massive star. But let me tell you something. And this is why we love the UFC. This is why we enjoy watching the UFC, because UFC always put an upset. I'm not saying that Roundtree Jr. is definitely going to defeat Pereira. I'm not saying Roundtree Jr. is going to win Pereira or knock out Pereira or dominate Pereira. I'm not saying that. But everything aligned to him winning and shocking the world this weekend. Strickland. Were you also shocked the way John Jones defeated Cyril Gane? The list goes on and on and on and on, and still people are still doubting. People are still, one thing is the record speak for itself. Pereira is a massive favorite in this fight. Pereira is a big dude. Pereira is supposed to be a favorite. I agree. But let me tell you something. Until when you step your foot on that octagon, there are no favorites. The records could make you favorite, but once you step your foot on that octagon, anything can happen. You know, I was speaking to a friend. A friend was telling me Roundtree Jr. was knocked out by Johnny Walker and Junior have been knocked out before. Alex Pereira has been knocked out as well. Alex Pereira is not invincible. He's just on a good one and he's a massive fighter. He's a big fighter. He is entertaining. He could knock you out. Just giving us one of the best fights the UFC has ever seen. I accept. But let's be honest here. Who will come out here and tell us that Amanda Lunes, the female fighter, will lose that way against a fighter which everybody doesn't give her a chance. I mean, nobody will expect it. That's like I told you, this is why we love the UFC. UFC has given us one of the best shocking moments. I mean, this Saturday there is a big showdown. According to people, it's just a walk in the park. According to people, it's not going to end 3 rounds. According to other people, it's going to be 5-round blockbuster. Alex Pereira, the current light heavyweight champion, is defending his belt against Rountree Jr. in a massive 307 pay-per-view card. The main event. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think Alex Pereira is going to find it easy? Is going to knock him out easy like he did against Kiri Prohaska? If you look at Kiri Prohaska has had a lot of holes in his game. How we've lost the fight. He already lost the fight the Monday before the Sunday. Telling people that poatan is using a wizard charm. He's using a witch. He's on supernatural powers. At that moment, I knew Kiri Prohaska is going to lose this fight. But this Saturday, I was watching the embedded. I was watching the countdown. You could see Khalil Jr. Have you ever watched, before you guys analyze or say who is going to win this fight this Saturday, you all should go and watch Khalil Jr. his fight. Go and watch the way he knocks people out. This guy doesn't play around. This guy is dangerous. He has devastating knockout. And I see this guy very ready for this fight. And mind you, guys, I won't be shocked. I won't be surprised that Rountree Jr. knocks out Pereira. This might be the fight. People are saying, no, Ankalaev is the one that's going to... UFC is removing Alex Pereira, avoiding Alex Pereira from Ankalaev, that UFC knows that Ankalaev is the only one that can beat Pereira. Guys, you all sleep on this fight. I think this guy is going to give Alex Pereira the run for his money. This fight, I see this fight ending in a knockout. And I see this fight shocking the world. One of the shocking moments of the UFC. Come back to this video. Come back to this video and listen to what I said. Mark my word, this Alex Pereira and Rountree Jr. is one for the history books. Do you think Alex Pereira is going to win in an easy fashion? Or do you think Rountree Jr. is up for the task? And Rountree Jr. is going to knock out Alex Pereira and bring the UFC into another historical moment. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about this Saturday fight. I mean, for me, I don't know who's going to win. I mean, the booksman has already said it. Alex Pereira is a massive favorite for this fight. I see this fight being one of the shocking moments in the history of UFC. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.